Hey there, welcome back. So we've got a bit of a kind of yoga inspired flow for you today. So you don't need any kit, you just need your mat. And we will start off standing at the front of your mat, just taking a few nice breaths to ground you. So thinking about that posture, standing up nice and tall, bringing the heart rate down, making that commitment to yourself just to be present here for the next few minutes. From there, we're going to take our arms up towards the ceiling, into a gentle back bend, bringing the hands back down towards the floor, stepping your right foot back, if you want a cushion, underneath your knee, then taking the knee down to the floor, coming up onto that knee, tucking the tailbone under, and just here for 3 nice long deep breaths. So as we breathe in, up towards the ceiling, as we breathe out, thinking, can we tuck that tailbone under anymore? Not forcing anything, looking for that space, looking to relax the body. One more breath here. Hands back down towards the floor. Step the left foot back into a plank. We're just going to hold it for a few seconds. 3 breaths in our plank. Making sure we're doing full breaths through. Lowering down to the floor, you can do knees down to the floor and then down, then pushing the shoulders up, tucking the tailbone under, looking for that gentle back bend, working through the lower back to lift yourself up. Then tucking the toes under, come back down, push up into a plank and then bum up towards the ceiling. And we're holding it here for 3 breaths. Each time we breathe in, hips up towards the ceiling. Each time we breathe out, heels down towards the floor. You can either pedal the heels one at a time or just gently lower both down. So 3 breaths here. I've got a very slippy mat. Before I end up flat on my front as my feet, hands glide away from me. Stepping that right foot back forwards. Breath in and out. Take the left foot to meet the right foot. Over into a folded position. And then back up. Hands down, a bit too close to the wall. Then we'll go again on the left side. So hands up, back into that back bend. Hands down towards the floor. Step back with the left leg, left knee down towards the floor, tucking under into that kneeling position. Breathing in, lengthening up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, just gently easing into that left hip, tucking the tailbone under. One more breath here. Hands back down towards the floor. Step the right foot back into your plank and hold for 3. And I should have said at the beginning of this, I would try and do it with me rather than watching me and then copying. So listen to what I'm saying and do it with me. And do my best to be clear and get my left and right correct. Then we're lowering down to the floor. So either knees down to the floor or lowering in one position down to the floor. Lifting up, shoulders up towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. Keep on counting for 3 rather than 3 breaths. Coming back down, tuck the toes under, pushing up into the plank, and then bum keeps on going up towards the ceiling. 3 breaths here, so breathe in, hips up towards the ceiling, breathe out, heels down towards the floor. I'm going to have to get a new mat. My hands are just gliding away. And it's not even summer yet, so they're not sweating. Step the left foot forwards. Bring the right foot into match it. Gentle bend forwards. Back up. And down. Okay, we're going again. Slightly different this time. So reaching up again, hands back, gentle back bend. Hands down towards the floor. Stepping the right foot backwards. This time we're not taking the knee down to the floor, but we're still going to come up. Going to take it into a lunge with the knee hovering just off the floor. So we're opening up this back hip again, but in this standing position now, tucking that tailbone under and holding it here for 3 breaths. From here, you've got 2 options. You can either take your left hand down towards the floor and your right hand up towards the ceiling, or you can take your left elbow onto the left knee, take your hands together in a prayer position, and right shoulder up towards the ceiling. So either way, we're doing a bend, shoulder, elbow on the right side up towards the ceiling and holding it here for 3 breaths. Hands down towards the floor, step the left foot back, holding in our plank for 3 breaths. Really working on doing that breathing as we do our plank. These sessions are mostly about mobility, but it doesn't do any harm just to get in that little reminder to our core to be working. Lower down to the floor, push back up, working into that lower back. Shoulders down towards the floor. Down, push up into your down dog. And this time we're going to take our right foot up towards the ceiling. And then I'm just going to move over a bit. Foot up towards the ceiling and then down behind us. So my right foot is dropping down to my left side, holding it here for 3 or as long as my hands will stop me from slipping away in. Keep thinking about getting that right foot down towards the floor on your left side. Lovely, back over. Then you can either step or walk your feet back in. Down, let's just hold it at the bottom there, so hands around your elbows, holding it here for 3 breaths. Lovely, coming back up slowly. And then we'll go again on this side, so hands up towards the ceiling, gentle back bend. Hands down towards the floor, step your left foot back. Coming up into that lunge on this side now, so left knee hovering just off the floor, tucking the tailbone under. And with all of this, to be really clear, I'm not a yoga teacher. This is not yoga inspired, but not, there is a whole loads of depth to yoga, which I don't profess to know or be able to teach. So it's just using some of the movements from yoga to help to relax our body and to get that movement and mobility in. From there, hands back down to the floor, step backwards. Hold our plank for 3 breaths. Slowly down to the floor, coming back up, shoulders up. Back down into our plank, or up to our plank, into our down dog, and then taking our left foot up towards the ceiling and over to our right side and opening up that left side of the body now. Lovely, back down. And then either step or walk the left foot, feet back towards the hands, walking it up to standing, and down, lovely. From there, we're going to go into just some side work, so taking your feet nice and wide along the length of the mat, turning your toes towards one end, so let's go right foot towards, facing towards the end of the mat that it's towards. Left foot just folding, touching in behind you. See, not a yoga teacher, don't know how to explain these things. Hips facing towards the long side of your mat. From there, we're going to take your right arm up in front of you, left arm up behind you, bending that right knee, making sure the knee doesn't go forwards over the ankle, so the knee's just over the ankle, looking down to that right hand, making sure the left arm is staying nice and stable behind you, it's not dropping down. Then we're going to straighten up the legs, drop the right arm down the right leg, left arm up to the ceiling, trying to open up that chest. So trying to not be leaning forwards, but getting that left hand up towards the ceiling, opening up. 3 breaths here. Coming back up, and then left hand going down the left leg, right hand coming up, and just go down as far as is comfortable for you. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Maybe you're feeling opening up down that right side of the body. Don't force the shoulder. If the shoulder doesn't want to be up there, you can just do elbow up towards the ceiling. And 3 breaths here. Coming back up. Turn your toes to face the other way. So left toe pointing towards its end of the mat now. Right foot just coming underneath. Opening out the hips to the long side. Arms up. Looking towards your left finger now. Bending that left knee. Opening out the chest and holding here for 3. Trying to keep those breaths nice and deep into the belly. Straightening the legs up, take the left hand down, the left leg, right hand up to the ceiling. Running the left hand just as low as down the left arm, left leg as is comfortable. Right hand up towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. Coming back up. Right hand down the back leg, the right leg, left hand up towards the ceiling. One more breath here. Coming back up. Walk the feet in together. And we are done. So I hope that was a nice one to get that body open and moving, get some flow, get some movement into your day. I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, guys.